Question 1. A traffic light that is red and amber indicates that D. You must not proceed until the light is green. A red and amber traffic light means stop. You should only proceed when green shows. Question 2. You're driving on a wet road. What should you do if you have to stop your vehicle in an emergency? V. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. As you drive, look well ahead and all around so that you're ready for any hazards that might develop. If you have to stop in an emergency, react as soon as you can while keeping control of the vehicle. Keep both hands on the steering wheel so you can control the vehicle's direction of travel. Question 3. Which of the following is the only safe place to park? C. On the side of a road, where the speed limit is 40 miles per hour. On a 40-mile-per-hour road, there may be designated places to park. Parking near a bus stop can disrupt public transport, and parking near a junction or the brow of a hill can obstruct the view that oncoming vehicles have of traffic. Question 4. You are driving in conditions that are windier than usual. In this situation, use extra caution when A. Overtaking cyclists. Although you always need to maintain a safe distance when overtaking a cyclist, you should make additional efforts to steer clear in gusty conditions. The cyclist may be blown off course at short notice. Question 5. How can you prevent the sun from dazzling you when driving? D. Make sure your windscreen is clean. To reduce the dazzling effect from the sun, it's advisable to keep your windscreen clean at all times. Hi there, I hope this video is helpful for you. If it is, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more driving tips and tests. And don't forget to comment your score. Let's get back to the video. Question 6. What is the main difference between a toucan crossing and other types of crossings? A. It can be used by cyclists. Activated by a push button, a toucan crossing allows pedestrians and cyclists to cross simultaneously. Question 7. You have just passed your driving test. What must you do before getting on the road? C. Get a car insurance. Full car insurance, with third-party cover as a minimum, is required. Third-party cover protects you financially should you cause damage to another vehicle. Comprehensive cover will also pay for damage to your own vehicle. Question 8. What does this sign indicate on motorways? C. The maximum speed allowed is 40 miles per hour. This sign indicates that you need to slow your speed to a maximum of 40 miles per hour. This may be due to congestion or roadworks ahead. Question 9. If you are overtaking other vehicles late at night, you need to A. Be cautious of upcoming bends ahead. You should only overtake other vehicles on straight stretches of road. Overtaking on a bend is more likely to result in a serious accident. At all times, you should only overtake if it is essential for you to do so. Question 10. What does this road sign indicate? D. Roundabout ahead. This sign indicates that there is a roundabout ahead. You should be aware of any oncoming traffic before you join the roundabout, and indicate carefully before you position yourself correctly. Question 11. A vehicle with an anti-lock braking system, ABS. B. Can be steered even while you are braking. Anti-lock brakes have the added benefit of allowing you to steer while braking simultaneously, giving you greater control of the vehicle as you come to a complete stop. Question 12. Before making a right turn to join a dual carriageway, what should you do? A. Make sure that the dual carriageway's central reservation has sufficient width for your vehicle. If you are entering a dual carriageway from the right-hand side, the carriageway's central reservation must be wide enough to ensure that your car will not be in the way of oncoming traffic. If the central reservation is too narrow, emerge only when there is no traffic in either direction. Question 13. Petrol-fueled vehicles are required to have catalytic converters installed. What is the purpose of a catalytic converter? D. To convert toxic pollutants in exhaust gas to less toxic pollutants. A catalytic converter is a vehicle emissions control device that converts toxic pollutants, such as unburnt hydrocarbons, in exhaust gas to less toxic pollutants, such as carbon dioxide. Question 14. You are present at the scene of an accident, and someone is in shock. How should you treat the person? D. Reassure the person and talk to him or her in a quiet tone. In this situation, you should reassure the person and keep the person calm. Until the person has received professional medical attention, Do not give him or her anything to drink or encourage the person to move or walk. Just keep the person warm. Question 15. The best way to plan a journey in advance is to A. Print out or write down instructions for the route using a journey planner. By estimating the distance you will be traveling and the length of time it will take, you will be able to drive with confidence even if road signs are insufficient. Try to anticipate places to stop and rest too. This can help you consult your notes and double check that you are on the right track. Hi there, I hope this video is helpful for you. If it is, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more driving tips and tests. And don't forget to comment your score. Let's get back to the video. Question 16. You're driving on a narrow road. There is not enough space for two vehicles at once, and a car is traveling in the opposite direction. You should C. Stop in the nearest passing place on your left. If there is a passing place available on your left, you should pull into it and allow the other driver through. However, if the next passing place is on your right, stop directly opposite it, and allow the driver to pass that way. Question 17. When road surfaces are icy, you should drive at a slower speed and D. In a high gear. By driving slowly in the highest gear available, the chance of wheel spin will be reduced and you'll experience better grip on slippery road surfaces. Question 18. You wish to park, but visibility on the road is poor because of fog. You need to B. Keep your side lights on. In this scenario, you should try to avoid parking on the road because you may not be seen by other drivers. If you must park there, park facing oncoming traffic and keep your side lights on. For maximum effectiveness, they should be cleaned regularly. Question 19. You are traveling with a small child in a rear-facing baby seat. You plan to place the child in the front passenger seat. What must you do before you start your journey? B. Deactivate the front passenger airbag. A small child riding in the front can be injured or killed if an airbag in the front is activated in a collision. You should follow the vehicle's manual to deactivate the front passenger airbag at the start of your journey. Question 20. You can flash your headlights at other drivers only when A. You are alerting road users to your presence. You should not flash your headlights to give way or indicate that it is your right of way because other drivers could misinterpret what you mean. Flash your headlights only when it is necessary to alert other drivers to your position. Question 21. Which of the following can lower the cost of car insurance? A. Taking the Pass Plus course. The Pass Plus course is intended to enhance your basic skills and give you more experience with driving on motorways. If you can prove that you have taken this initiative, your insurance premiums may be reduced considerably. Question 22. While traveling, one of your tires bursts unexpectedly. You should D. Grip the steering wheel firmly to retain control of your vehicle. If a tire bursts, steering will be more difficult, especially at higher speeds. Do not brake. Grip the steering wheel firmly to keep the vehicle on course, slowly pull over on the side of the road, and roll to a stop. Question 23. What does this sign mean? D. Waiting restrictions may be in effect. This sign is usually an indication that there are waiting restrictions in place. Look for more information on when the restrictions are enforced. In some circumstances, it may only be during certain hours. Question 24. An older person's ability to drive may be compromised because he or she may be unable to. C. React quickly enough. Eyesight and hearing can diminish with advancing age. Hence, an older person may react more slowly than average to dangers on the road. You should be patient and remain vigilant. Question 25. Front fog lights should only be used when C. Visibility conditions are poor. When your visibility is impaired, because of fog, for example, and you cannot see more than 100 meters, 328 feet, ahead, you can use fog lights to make other motorists aware of your presence. Question 26. What does this road sign indicate? A. There is a crossroads ahead. This sign indicates that you are approaching a crossroads. The thick black line in the center of the sign shows which road users have priority. The alert for pedestrians crossing the road and motorists preparing to pull out. Question 27. When you drive a car, which of the following can cause the most damage to the environment? C. Accelerating as quickly as possible. Studies have shown that if you accelerate really fast, more fuel is sent to the engine than can be burned completely or processed by the catalytic converter. This greatly increases harmful emissions from your car. Planning maneuvers and staying alert so you can brake and accelerate gradually will cause fewer harmful emissions. Question 28. Hazard lights should be used. A. If your car breaks down unexpectedly. Cars can sometimes break down without warning. Hazard lights should only be used in such situations because they ensure that you remain visible and they alert other motorists that you are having a problem. Question 29. When driving on wet surfaces, what is a warning sign that the vehicle isn't gripping the road very well? D. Your steering wheel feels extremely light. While driving on wet surfaces, you may notice that the steering feels lighter than usual. This is because the tires have lost traction with the road and are aquaplaning. Slow down and refrain from using brakes if you can, to bring the car under more control. Question 30. The hard shoulder of a motorway is for. C. Emergencies only. You should stop on the hard shoulder only in an actual emergency. If you require assistance from emergency services, pull over and contact them using your mobile phone. Alternatively, you can use the emergency telephones that are located on your side of the motorway. Do not attempt to cross the motorway to use the telephones on the other side of the road. Hi there, I hope this video is helpful for you. If it is, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more driving tips and tests. And don't forget to comment your score. Let's get back to the video. Question 31. While in peak hour traffic, you are indicating your intention to turn right. What is the surest way to alert other road users? C. Give a clear arm signal. In addition to using your indicators, you may use an arm signal to show your intentions to other motorists and road users. Question 32. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Immediately before the U-turn, look behind you to check for obstructions. Look through the rear window of your car to check the road for hazards and check whether the road is wide enough for you to perform the U-turn safely. Question 33. You're driving in a slow-moving queue of traffic. What should you do just before changing lane? B. Look for motorcyclists filtering through the traffic. In queuing traffic, motorcyclists could be passing you on either side. Use your mirrors and check your blind area before changing lanes or changing direction. Question 34. While driving a vehicle with an anti-lock braking system, ABS, you suddenly need to perform an emergency stop. You should A. Apply the brakes quickly and firmly until the vehicle stops. In a vehicle equipped with anti-lock brakes, you should press the brake pedal firmly until the vehicle has come to a stop. The anti-lock feature will allow you to continue steering. In a vehicle without anti-lock brakes, you should apply the brakes in short, sharp bursts to avoid a skid. Question 35. While driving on the motorway, your car breaks down and you pull over onto the hard shoulder. You need to use your mobile phone to request assistance. You need to B. Use the marker posts on the left side of the motorway for reference, and pass this information on. If you break down on the motorway, you should provide information on your nearest marker posts. This will help emergency services pinpoint where you are. Other ways you can explain your location include the previous junction you drove past or service stations in the vicinity. Question 36. What should you not do when overtaking sheep on a country lane? C. Beep your horn to alert farmers to your presence. In this situation, you should leave the sheep and farmers as much room as possible. Be prepared to come to a halt if you are asked to do so. Do not sound your horn because it could cause the sheep distress. Question 37. There has been a serious accident, and you arrive on the scene first. What should you not do? B. Give the injured something to drink. However, activate your hazard lights so other road users can proceed with caution. Keep all uninjured people away from vehicles involved in the accident, since there could be a risk of fire. Check that an ambulance is on its way. Do not give food or drink to an injured person, that can make some types of injuries worse. Question 38. While in a residential area and approaching parked cars on the left side of the road, you see a bike wheel in between. You should A. Reduce your speed and anticipate stopping for the cyclist. Since you have right of way, you should slowly proceed past the hazard. Be alert, the cyclist may emerge at any time, and you may be required to stop at short notice. Do not brake or accelerate quickly, because this could harm other road users. Question 39. You see amber lights continuously flashing near a school. You should D. Slow down but keep moving until you are past the school. Flashing amber lights are not an indication that you need to stop. Instead, you should slow down, remain within the designated speed limit, and be aware that school children may be crossing the road at short notice. Question 40. The law states that all persons traveling in a car must wear seat belts except D. Passengers exempt for health reasons. You can be exempted from wearing a seat belt or another restraint only on medical grounds. Question 41. You have been driving on the motorway for several hours and feel fatigue. What should you do? A. Exit the motorway at the next junction or find a service station. The risk of an accident increases dramatically when you have been driving for several hours, especially at night. If you begin to feel weary, stop at the next service station on the motorway or leave at the next junction and find somewhere else to pull over and take a break. Question 42. What does this road sign represent? D. A double bend. This sign indicates that there is a double bend ahead. You should slow down and be alert for oncoming vehicles. Question 43. Which type of vehicle displays this sign? C. A school bus. School buses can stop regularly in places which may not be designated bus stops. Because of this, you should take extra caution and anticipate the vehicle stopping unexpectedly. Additionally, be aware of pedestrians who may be boarding the vehicle, especially young children. Question 44. You're traveling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up at a bus stop? C. Look for pedestrians. People may be running to catch the bus, or passengers leaving the bus might wish to cross the road in front of the bus. Look out for them if you intend to go past it. Consider how many people are waiting to get on the bus. Check the queue if you can. The bus might move off straight away if no one is waiting to get on. If a bus is signaling to pull out, give it priority if it's safe to do so. Question 45. While about to begin a journey, you feel fatigued, and have an extremely painful headache. You need to D. Delay the journey until the headache subsides and you feel alert. If you ever feel unwell before you start to drive, take a rest and do not begin your journey until you are well. When you are distracted by pain and discomfort, you cannot give your full and undivided attention to the road. Question 46. Why should you perform checks on your car before beginning a long-distance journey on the motorway? B. Traveling at consistently high speeds increases the risk of a breakdown. The main things to check on your car prior to beginning a long-distance journey include your oil and water levels and the condition of your tires. These checks will help you assess whether your car can perform sufficiently at high speeds for prolonged periods of time. Be sure to incorporate stops at service stations into your journey. Question 47. You are driving at the legal speed limit. However, the driver of the car behind you is attempting to overtake you. What should you do? A. Drive consistently and at the same speed, enabling the car behind you to complete the maneuver. You should continue to drive at a steady speed, or slow down slightly. This will give the vehicle behind you ample opportunity to overtake you safely. Question 48. How do motorways reduce traffic bunching? B. By using variable speed limits. You must follow the mandatory signs on the gantries above motorway lanes, including the hard shoulder. Variable speed limits help keep the traffic moving and also help to prevent bunching. Question 49. While you are traveling on a motorway, red lights are flashing above the lane you are in. You should A. Allow plenty of time before you indicate and move into another lane. Flashing red lights above your lane mean that the lane will be closed ahead because of roadworks or some other obstruction. You should allow plenty of time before indicating and moving into another lane. Make sure you are aware of other motorway users while you do this. Question 50. What does this motorway sign mean? C. Use all the lanes, including the hard shoulder. You must obey mandatory speed limit signs above motorway lanes, including the hard shoulder. In this case, you can use the hard shoulder as a running lane, but you should look for any vehicles that may have broken down and may be blocking the hard shoulder.